Hey Capricorn, thank you so much for joining me for your uber late January 2018 forecast. I am super excited to see what has already come up for you this month and what is coming up for you in the days ahead. And we're going to do something a little different this month. If you've been here before, then you know we always do 2 readings. But the second reading this month is going to be an overview of all of 2018. A look at the year as a whole, the effects of the past, where you find yourself in the present, and where your path is taking you in the future. And most importantly, and this will appeal to the pragmatic in you, Capricorn, a card for what you can do, the best move that you can make to make the very most of 2018. So, let's zoom in on January 1st. Okay, Spirit, what is up for Capricorn this month, January 2018? Capricorn, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and Capricorn Rising. What do they need to know, Spirit? What's ahead for Capricorn in January 2018? Capricorn, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. Capricorn, 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 January, beautiful. Okay. Okay, alrighty, Capricorn. Let's get everybody lined up here. And don't worry, Cap, in just a second I will pan you down so you can see what I am seeing. A lot of you who've been carrying some heavy burdens, you're setting them down in January. Some of you are you're done basically feeling like stressed and overworked and depleted. That's the word they're using. It makes me think of Chappelle's show. Bombed out and depleted. Depleted. But you are heading in a magnificent new direction, Capricorn. Spirit wants you to have faith in yourself and what you're building. You're closer than you think. That's part of why you feel like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. Is like, hey, you're right at the edge, okay? Like, you're right at the edge. You're right there. If you were, you know, it's kind of as if you were running that marathon, right? And you're at that 26 miles. What is it? 26.2, I think, is an actual marathon. So it's kind of like Capricorn, you're at the 26-mile mark, and you're like, oh my God, like, am I never going to get there? Should I just fucking give up? This is exhausting. And this is Spirit coming in being like, 0.2 miles, 0.2 miles, you can do it. Come on, just a little bit further. Just a little bit further, Capricorn. And there are some things you can do to get there faster and in a better mood. So let's pan you down, right? Let's show you your cards so you can see what I'm seeing. And let's talk about it. All right, Capricorn, here we go. All right, let's get into it. So, right off the bat, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords. Anxiety in the end. The decision to leave behind these things that are making you feel just anxious and upset and depleted. Like, this has been taking up entirely too much of your energy, Capricorn. You know, and that must be, I can feel how frustrating this is. Like, I am frustrated just looking at this, because you've been carrying so much for so long. But here's the thing, Capricorn, like, that's your whole thing. That's like your kink. Like, let me carry everybody's bullshit and like everyone will see how strong I am. And I am not making fun, Capricorn. I have several important planets in Capricorn, so I relate. But that is what they're telling me, is like, you might be at a point when where you're done trying to like prove how strong you are by just carrying everything silently. And like, you know, if I'm picturing you at the base of a mountain, like a group of mountaineers, and you're just saying like, you know, people walking by you being like, can you carry my bag? And can you carry my bag? And can you carry my bag? Until like everybody else is zipping right up on the mountain. When you're the fucking mountain goat, you should be there first. But instead, because you're carrying all this baggage on your own, and for some of you, this is other people's baggage. For some of you, this is your own shit. And you've been just carrying it on your back and like Stress is not a badge of honor, Capricorn. Woof. Spirit is like, wow, that was loud and clear. Stress and anxiety and burdens and the degree to which you can carry them silently is not a badge of honor. You have somewhere magnificent to get to, and how are you going to get to the top of the world, Capricorn, if you're carrying all of this stress and all of this anxiety and fear by yourself? And here's the thing, Cap, is if you don't acknowledge the fear and the stress, it just grows exponentially. If you tell yourself that, like, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine, you know, like the little dog with the cup of coffee in the cartoon, like on fire, where the room is on fire and the dog is just in there, like, this is fine. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, Capricorn, seriously, just look up cartoon, this is fine, puppy, and you will find it right away. That is you, okay? That is you when you're just like, I can deal with this, as the house is burning down around you and you're still trying to maintain composure. You're so strong, Capricorn. But sometimes, you know, being the earth sign that you are, you think of being strong as withstanding the barrage, a constant barrage of stress, of anxiety, of tasks, of people demanding from you. When really Spirit is asking you this month to be a little bit more vulnerable, be a little bit more flexible. Like, you know what I mean? The mighty oak is great and everything, like that strong, like, nothing can move me or whatever. But have you also seen those really scary, disturbing pictures of like a tree that has been ripped out by its ancient roots by the power of the wind? Like, strong and stiff isn't necessarily always the best way to go. Sometimes you want these lovely, you know, supple branches that can bend with the wind. This is the Eight of Pentacles. A lot of you Capricorns are considering, like, you are honing your craft in January. There is something that if you enhance your skills and, you know, you continue to be this apprentice. For some of you, you might be an intern, or it might be just literally like, I'm trying to learn and study this craft. I really want to make money doing this, so I'm working on my skills. This looks great. Like, great, Capricorn. You are naturally a charismatic leader, okay? Like I said, you're an earth sign, but the Queen of Wands is showing you up, showing you who you are meant to invoke in January. Step into the spotlight. Wave your magic wand. Like, turn and face the sun, Capricorn. Pull your head out of your hands. Okay? Whoop. Don't want to mess up your arrangement here. You're walking toward a sunrise, a new day. This is a painful card saying, like, look, this was really difficult, and you may even feel like, ugh, I'm walking away from this and it was a total, like, loss. Like, I did not win, I lost. This sucks. Trust, Capricorn, that if something isn't for you, then it's moving out of your way. Doesn't mean it's nice, doesn't mean it's always easy or it always feels better or whatever. It will, though. It will eventually, but you gotta go. You know, you can't get there if you sit here. And look where you're heading. The world. Bigger, better, broader than you ever expected. Some of you want to publish or broadcast or start selling something like worldwide, or sharing a message worldwide. The way to have this is to relax, is to surrender. You know, you've been stressing to the bone, and kind of the antidote is to let go and realize that your world has changed. Your perspective has shifted. Things have been turned upside down, and it's a new life today. It's a new life in January than it was in like December, November. It's okay to mourn the old life. It's okay to mourn what you have lost. But please notice, Capricorn, that while you're looking at these 3 cups that are overturned and empty, there are 2 cups and a beautiful vine of grapes behind you. something still worth nourishing and paying attention to in your life. And honestly, when God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, spirit, comes and kicks over your cups, it's because if you continue to sip from them, it would make you sick. Okay? So it's okay to mourn and to cry and to look at your empty cups for a little while longer. But only a little while. You need to go. You've been in this for way too long. I can feel, again, the frustration and the boredom. Straight up boredom with this. Like, this did not turn out the way I want something new. Well, look over your shoulder, Capricorn. If that ain't somebody pouring you something new. I would be very happy if we got like the Ace of Cups in your next reading, in your year ahead reading, because that would show me like, hey, here comes this new cup. So just putting it out there, universe. Let's see, whatever you have to say. But look at these beautiful cards. Like, the World and the Wheel of Fortune are two of the best cards in the deck. And they're showing up here for you all lined up. Be willing to change, Capricorn. You are a cardinal sign, you're a leader, you're an initiative taker, you're ready to start fresh. You have finished this cycle definitively. Look at the end, new beginning. The wheel is turning. You learned what you needed to learn, you went around on that ride, and now you get off the Ferris wheel and move to the next one. You're done. You're done. And a lot of you want more money. Unsurprising, you know, Earth sign and Capricorn, like the business head of the zodiac. But look, for this is saying you guys have been so kind of befuddled and emotionally kind of like swamped. That's the word Spirit is giving me, is you have been feeling swamped. Swamped by emotions, swamped by desires, swamped about different ways that you could handle this. The best medicine, okay, for this kind of watery, like muddy thoughts, I'm not sure what I want, this sucks though, I don't want this. The best way to gauge what you really want and what you need and how you can build the road to get there, go back to basics, Capricorn. What do? I get up in the morning, I wash my face, I brush my teeth. What then? Is there some routine? Is there some ritual that you could use to support yourself? Maybe you go for a walk. Maybe you write in a journal. Maybe you drink a green juice. What habits would support you this month? What habits would help you get this money? You're working on yourself and your skills. And Spirit is saying that if you do this work, it will pay off. If you do the work. It's up to you. It's going to require your focus and you making a definitive decision to leave behind your old way of worrying and stressing about things and kind of accept that things have changed. And you might feel like, wait, but I want this to go faster. I want to get there already. Relax, Capricorn. Not relax as in don't work, because obviously you have cards of work here. But relax in the sense of, hey, I put in the work, but I leave the results up to, again, God, Spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put in the work, do my research, do my due diligence, and I'll have the faith and sort of surrender to the fact that if I put in the work, the results will come about. If I choose wisely and work diligently, I will get somewhere. You're done stressing and looking at the past and how things have gone wrong for you, Capricorn. You're ready to make them right. You're ready to make them better than ever. So relax this month and go back to basics. Relax and go back to what would make you a better person, a more fulfilled person, a more whole person. Reading more, exercising more, saying hello and I love you more often to the people around you. Go ahead and address yourself and refill your tank, Capricorn. Don't wait for life to put something else in these 3 cups, is what Spirit is saying. Go out and fill them up. You know, we don't ingest energy, we generate energy. Our attitude and our approach is what generates not only our energy, but then the ensuing results, okay? So consider what emotions you are putting in your gas tank. And then look at the results you're getting. And I don't mean this with judgment. I mean that if you notice that you're putting grief and anxiety and worry and stress into your gas tank, and then you get these kind of muddy results, that's to say, well, then maybe stop putting that in your gas tank. Maybe it's time to start putting love and diligence and good habits into your gas tank, and then seeing what you get from there. This says to me that many of you are ready to leave the old behind and to recognize that you're ready for something new. So you're building something new in January, and it has fantastic potential. I just want you to have patience with yourself, okay? Slow and steady wins the race, Capricorn. Slow and steady. And look at you fetching your gold coin that looks mysteriously like this Wheel of Fortune. Love it. All right, Cap. Now let's look at your whole year. All of 2018 for Capricorn. I'm going to try, Capricorn, to get these nice and mixed up so that if you do get any stalker, i.e. repeater cards, you'll know that it's because Spirit is like, hey, seriously, look at this. Hey, seriously, please keep this in mind. Okay. All right, Spirit. Now we want to zoom out for Capricorn. Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising, to look at the full year. All of 2018. What do they need to... Wow. What do they need to know, Spirit? One stalker card already. What do they need to know this year, Spirit? The effects of the past, what's coming up in the future, and what they can do. What they can do to have the best year possible. Action that Capricorn can take. What do they need to know, Spirit? For their... Wow. 1, 2, 3. All right. That's perfect. All right. Spirit knows what Spirit wants. Capricorn. For their highest good, Spirit. What do they need to know? For their highest good. Past, present, future. The key. What and who is approaching from the outside, and what they can do to make this the best year possible. Ha. Beautiful. Wow. Love it. Love it. Stalker. Ah, love it. Love it. Okay, so if you were worried looking at that last set of cards, Capricorn, you know, when I looked at that last group of cards, that looks like the kind of like heaviness that you just handle and you just have because, you know, by virtue of being this serious-minded, ambitious, you know, you hold yourself to an incredible standard. Like incredible. Like ridiculous. And I mean that, I admire you, Capricorn. I admire you. There is a wonderful victory and transition. And yes, you know, Spirit was talking about the fact that you want more money. And that is very possible for you this year. Very possible. Spirit wants you to think about the things that you've shown off or shown to people in the past, Capricorn, where people have been just like, oh my God, you wrote that? Or, oh my God, you did that? This is amazing. This is incredible. Like, what is the thing that you do and people just like stand up and cheer for you? You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about they necessarily seriously need to like, you know, give you a standing ovation, but they respect your skill and your output and what you generate, because wands are energy, inspiration, creativity, the things that spring naturally from you. So it doesn't have to be necessarily art. It could be something like activism or coding or intuitive work. It's something that you do that people, they feel it. They react to it. They are inspired. That is what Spirit is saying. They are inspired by this thing that you do. You're willing to fight for this, Capricorn, and you can win. You are so willing to fight for this, and if you push for this, if you move toward what you want in 2018, all of 2018, you can have the big, massive change. The big, massive chapter opening. Like one door closes, another door opens, and it's a far better door because you chose to shut that last door, okay? You chose to say, I'm done with the bullshit behind me. I'm running toward this barrier, this blockage at full tilt. My one wand will definitely take on these 6 and win, okay? This wall is one that you've built yourself, Capricorn. That's what Spirit is saying. Whoa, 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 that is deep. And I feel like that is so positive because this is saying your barriers, the things coming up against you, what you're fighting against, it's not that there are no outside obstacles, but it's more like if you can conquer your own internal doubts and worries and blockages, then the stuff that you come up against in the outside world is going to be nothing to you. Your momentum will be so great. Your wheels will be turning so quickly that you will just run right over the bullshit. Right over it. What did Spirit say about you? Step into the spotlight. Be the leader. Lead with your gift. Wands, wands, wands. Like, step out. Share your magic. Literal magic wand. Black cat. Super magical lady. Okay? And again, you can be a male. You can identify any way you want and be this Queen of Wands. It just means to be the master of your creative realm and the master of being who the fuck you are. Which is what you're great at, Capricorn. The Queen of Wands is like independent and quirky and proud as fuck. She does it her way and she enjoys herself. And so people gather around her naturally. Like her charisma is off the charts because she's got the courage to be who she is, and that gives other people permission to do the same. Like, yeah, I'm the shit. You know, it's not arrogance. It's like she believes in herself because she went out and she did it. And everybody can see what she's done. Everybody sees and celebrates what she gives because she gives it freely and it springs from inside herself. It's your warmth, it's your creativity, it's what you have to give. Light up the world, Capricorn. Spirit just said benefactor. This position is what's coming to you from the outside, external factors, right? The Empress is beauty, receiving gifts, your brainchild, you know. You're going to give birth to something this year, Capricorn. You're gestating a beautiful idea, a beautiful concept. Give it love. Give it attention. Spirit is like showing me bees in a hive making honey. You know what I mean? Just make your honey. And that really resonates actually with this card, the Nine of Pentacles, another lady of leisure, right there alongside the Empress. Nine of Pentacles, pentacles are money, and this is literally like a lady of leisure. And there's only one card in the whole deck for the successfully like self-sufficient and self-employed, very often, woman or man. And this is it. So if you're starting a business or you're thinking of a side hustle or you're like, what, you know, those gifts that Spirit was saying that you're trying to hone so that you can make something better of yourself and enjoy yourself more, enhance yourself. Love on yourself. Do the things you need to do to take care of yourself. Again, whether that means eating better, taking care of your body via exercise, seeing a therapist or whatever it takes for you to see and like really acknowledge and embody your gifts, Capricorn, to look around at what you've created and be proud of yourself, however much or however little it is, that will get the flow going. The key to all of this is to get the flow going. To be grateful for what you have, to share generously with your gifts. So this is what Spirit is saying for some of you literally is like, if you have this gift and you want to make momentum, maybe what you want to do is offer yourself or your skills up to people. Maybe you're doing it for a little less money than you want to at first, or you're even doing it for free just to get your name out there. If you do this, the way that you invest in yourself, you will get returns, okay? So whether it's doing work for somebody that you know is going to repay you in time or resources or exposure, know how great your gift is. Appreciate it yourself. And then only give it out to people who appreciate it and show their appreciation, okay? It doesn't mean they all have to pay you if that's not what you're looking for, but you should feel repaid. You should feel fulfilled by what you give. Give and you shall receive, right? And the Empress is the receiver of divine gifts. She's Venus. So if I had to say what this is saying to me, like a theme for 2018 for you, Capricorn, is love on yourself and give love to those things that you want to enhance and grow in your life. And you will give birth to something amazing. Take the lead and show off your gifts, and you will be given gifts in return. Ooh, Capricorn, I just want to look at you when I say that. That's so exciting. I love this reading, Cap. I love it. I love it. Like, I want all of the year ahead readings to be this amazing. Some of them have been a little bit tough, but it looks like you're doing the inner work. it looks like you've committed, and that's why you're heading in a great direction. Like, that's the beauty of getting a reading. If you like where it's going, keep doing what you're doing. And if you don't like where it's going, pivot so that you can change things. It looks to me like you're enhancing yourself and your skills this year, Capricorn. This month and this year. Very exciting stuff. Thank you so much again for being here with me, Capricorn. I really hope that this is resonant and helpful for you and helps you have like a better month and even a better year. Be sure to like come back and listen to it once in a while just to remind yourself of how much is coming toward you when you really value your own gifts first, okay? Value your own gifts so that we all can see how valuable they are. That's where it starts. Okay, thank you again, Capricorn. If you ever want a personal reading or you want to share anything that you felt during this reading, like impressions or questions, my social media stuff is linked below, my little shop is linked below, everything you could possibly want is linked below. And let me know in the comments if this brought up anything for you. Oh, and of course, if you like this video, please like it and subscribe if you haven't, because all that stuff really helps me out and helps spread the message and get more people to see the video. Thank you so, so much again, Capricorn. I really appreciate you. I'm losing my leotard, so this is what I say. Bye, Capricorn. See you next month.